Histon News Daily is your go-to podcast for a daily dose of history. Each episode dives into significant events, births, and deaths that occurred on this day in history. From pivotal moments in world history to intriguing anecdotes about famous figures, we bring the past to life in an engaging and informative format. I'm Chris Bernard. Stay informed and entertained with new episodes released every day, keeping you connected to history regularly.
May 28 in history, 15 notable events. Ancient and medieval times 585 BCE. The Battle of Halys, also known as the Battle of the Eclipse, takes place. This battle between the Medes and the Lydians ends abruptly due to a solar eclipse, which both sides interpret as a sign to make peace. 1533 Archbishop of Canterbury Thomas Cranmer declares the marriage of King Henry VIII of England and Catherine of Aragon null and void. 1588 The Spanish Armada, a fleet intended to invade England, begins its journey from Lisbon. 1754 A skirmish between French and British colonial forces in Pennsylvania, marking the start of the French and Indian War. 1787 The Constitutional Convention begins in Philadelphia, with delegates from various states gathering to draft the U.S. Constitution. 1830 President Andrew Jackson signs the Indian Removal Act, leading to the forced relocation of Native American tribes from their ancestral lands. 1892 The Sierra Club, one of the oldest and most influential grassroots environmental organizations in the United States, is founded by John Muir in San Francisco. 1908 Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond, is born in London, England. 1937 The German automobile manufacturer Volkswagen is founded. 1940 Belgium surrenders to Nazi Germany during World War II after 18 days of fighting. 1942 The British battlecruiser HMS Hood is sunk by the German battleship Bismarck, resulting in the loss of over 1,400 lives. 1961 British lawyer Peter Benenson launches a campaign that leads to the founding of Amnesty International, a global human rights organization. 1972 Members of President Nixon's re-election campaign are arrested for breaking into the Democratic National Committee offices at the Watergate complex. 1998 Pakistan conducts its first public nuclear tests in response to India's tests earlier in the month, marking its entry into the nuclear arms race. 2010 SpaceX launches its first Falcon 9 rocket, a critical step towards private space exploration and the future of commercial spaceflight. These events highlight significant historical moments spanning warfare, politics, science, and human rights, each contributing to shaping the world we live in today.
Uncover lesser-known facts and intriguing anecdotes about historical events and figures that may surprise and inspire you. By engaging with history on a daily basis, you'll develop a stronger connection to the world and its rich tapestry of events and personalities. You can find Histon News Daily on popular podcast platforms like Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Subscribe today to start your journey through history, one day at a time. I'm Chris Bernard. Thank you for listening to our Daily Today in History podcast. Remember to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on YouTube for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and discussions about history's impact on our world today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and find out more today in history.